The Bible says to study thyself approved, to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. So, why should you study? Because like the Bible says, it's rightly dividing the word of truth, and it's showing yourself approved unto God. But there's another reason why you study. The video I made the other day talking about so you can recognize the counterfeit. But here's another reason why we study. It's because the scriptures, the holy word, God's holy word, reveals the mind of Christ. It's the will of the Lord. It's God's will. And so when you study it, you find out what He wants. You find out what the Lord would have you to do. It's literally studying the mind of Christ. And He's got the Lord's got a lot of things that He wants for us. There's that, it talks about in Romans chapter 12, it talks about to know the perfect, the good, acceptable, and perfect will of God. Well, the way to know that is to study the Scriptures. And it also says to be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So when we study it, we're literally renewing our mind to the will of God, and we're looking literally at the mind of Christ. He's given us, you find out who God is and what He would have for your life. And so that's another reason why we study the Scriptures. It's because you're finding out who God is, and you find out what Jesus did for us, and the Bible tells us, in 1 Peter or 2 Peter tells us that we're to grow in grace. The Bible says that grace is a teacher. It teaches us. It's one of the greatest teachers on earth, right? It teaches us how to live a godly life, and it teaches us how to be peculiar people. It teaches us how to have zealous work. Zealous in work. So that's the more reasons why you study the Scriptures. You study the Bible, is so that you can find out what Jesus would have for you in your life. You find out His will, His mind, and you get the opinion of Christ for your life. And that's another reason why we study. So, good day.